there is Iatca members holding English debate competition as one of the event marking Iatca's anniversary is a wonderful notion, and I think it may enhance our motivation to speak English. To speak English proficiently, of course. Not as me, I have a bad English. Although I feel ashamed of my English, I will encourage my dear Iatca all and airnavers to improve it. It is my desire that air navigation professional organization to keep carrying many useful activities to improve their members' professionalism even more. This competition is valuable not only for mastering English, for self-improvement as well, but it is a great exercise on expressing our opinion in the constructive way. Also to learn to welcome the different perspective coming from others. As a wise saying, self-improvement and success go hand in hand. Taking the step to make yourself a better and more well-rounded individual will prove to be a wise decision. We don't necessarily always agree, but hopefully we make each other think, and that's what matters. Before I close this speech, I don't know whether in English, what is pantun in English? Kitten and puppies are adorable. A man is dancing with his wife. Iatca members, you are such a miracle. I feel blessed to have you in my life. Little kids playing happily with me. Big mama shopping in the mart. Thought of smart people are around me. You are beating of my heart. Have a great match. All team from Kupang and Jakarta. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much to Mrs. Polana Bagunisti Pramesti for the speech. And next, to the Honorable Vice President Professional of Iatca, Mr. Zainal Arifin Harahap. Time is yours.
Thank you, Umi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable CEO of Airnav Indonesia, Ibu Polana Banguningsih Pramesti, the Honorable President of Iatca, Mr. Muhammad Sobri, he couldn't join us today, and I'm representing his excellency for today. The Honorable distinguished finalists, juries, as well as Hamid Reza Abdi Mogadam, correct me if I'm wrong, from Iatca, and he is also working for Iran Iatca. All Iatca fellow members, audiences, viewers, and attendees. Over the past few days, Iatca organized English debate competition followed by 9 teams from Palembang, Balikpapan, Jakarta, Kupang, Padang, Manado, Makassar, Palu, and Kendari. This activity is part of the annual conference of Iatca 23rd anniversary, since first established back in 1999. Firstly, Iatca recognized that this competition as one of the movement to strengthen English proficiency to all members aligned with Iatca roadmap to reach level 5 competency, thus ensuring the safety of flights all across Indonesian airspace and in broad sense to cope with the international standard all over the globe. Practices and competition are also believed to be the most efficient way to improve our English skills, as there will be considered as learning process by observing each other among the team. Nevertheless, for those who are not reaching up this stage, I would like to extend my respect and gratitude to that all of you have shown and done such excellent job and dedication for making this competition become interesting and entertaining. Lastly, to the finalists and all audiences, Iatca encourage all of you to enjoy the competition, and let's have the fun to show up your best performance. representing the President of Iatca, I hereby officially open the final stage of English debate competition. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much to Mr. Zainal Arifin Harahap for the speech. And the next is Mr. Hamid Reza Abdi Mukaddam as the representative of Speaking English Program Iatca. Mr. Hamid, time is yours.
Hello, everybody, and a very warm welcome and good afternoon to every one of you. And thank you to the previous speakers for the thorough speech. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm very pleased to be here on the final session of the Iatca English Debate 2022. And yesterday I watched the semi-finals, and we saw very heated debates, and it is very, very interesting. And as Ms. Polana mentioned earlier, it is a great chance and opportunity for everyone to learn. So I have already learned from Iatca. This is a great chance for the members to improve their English, to improve their confidence, and discuss important matters within their association and within their air traffic control environment. This is a great chance for all air traffic controllers. And I've actually learned, and we can actually develop and establish the same program and the same competition here in Iran Iatca. And you've been a great motivation and inspiration. And I'm absolutely pleased and honored to be here. It is a privilege to be among you guys. And I hope we are going to have a very lovely debate between two teams from Jakarta and Kupang. And we hope that the debate will be a heated one with a lot of arguments going on and a very enjoyable one. Thank you very much.
Thank you for Mr. Hamid for the comments and speeches. So, ladies and gentlemen, before arrive on the debate session, let us have a short comment from brands of Kupang and Jakarta. Why do they deserve to be the winner? So, the representative of brands Kupang, time is yours.
Right. All right, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable President Director of Airnav Indonesia, Mrs. Polana Banguningsih Pramesti, the Honorable Vice President Professional Iatca, Mr. Zainal Arifin Harahap, and the Honorable Adjudicators, Mrs. Ferranti, Mrs. Dwi Lestari, and also Mr. Hamid Reza as the representative of Iatca. And also the honorable committee that have put their maximum effort to create and run this event exceptionally. And also my fellow debaters, as well as the viewers on Iatca YouTube channel. First of all, I would like to say thanks for the opportunity given to us to compete in this debate competition and trust us to continue our battle to this final round. We really appreciate it. We all acknowledge that at the end of this debate, there will be only a winner. And speaking of winner, I once read a quote that says, if you believe in yourself and have dedication and pride and never quit, you'll be a winner. This quote reminds me of the battle that we as the DPC Iatca Kupang, DPC Iatca Kupang, we face. Remind me of the battle of us, DPC Iatca Kupang, that we faced for the past few days, from elimination rounds, semi-final rounds, and up until this time, which is final round. We realized that despite so many obstacles within our team, from the splitted Zoom screen and then the location that the different location that we're experiencing, lack of experience in debating, limited resources for particular case to debate, like yesterday, and also any others factors, we still have belief in ourselves that we can compete well as others. We dedicated our time to gather informations and facts, and we never quit. And those will always be a winner to ourselves. This competition has spared a room for all of us to grow. Growth mindset and dedication is all we needed to be a resourceful person and excel in every aspect of our life. Those we as the DPC Iatca Kupang team deserve a recognition from all of you who happen to be a person who are full of resources, and that we can also grow together with you guys. And we believe that we must make the we must make the best of those things that are in our power and take the rest as nature gives it. Thank you.
Thank you so much from the representative of Kupang for the speech. And the next is the representative of Jakarta. We need to know why you are the deserved team to be the winner. Jakarta, time is yours.
Before I start, I just want to confirm, am I audible right now?
Audible, Jakarta.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank you for the chance that has given to me, to the Honorable CEO of Airnav Indonesia, Ibu Polana, the Honorable our beloved educator, and the Honorable moderator, and all participants here. And we stick to the point. We go to the point that why we have to win this debate is because we try to do our best. Whatever the result, we are the winner, and we support each other by doing our best. And we really appreciate with this kind of event of Iatca branch Jakarta, we pleased to join this debate competition. Thank you.
Thank you, branch of Jakarta. And besides, along with us now, we have the supporter of each branch, supporter of brands Kupang and Jakarta. Are you here with us now?
I'm with you now. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. So you are from Kupang?
No, I'm from Jakarta.
Jakarta, okay. And from Kupang? Is there anyone from Kupang? Hi, Kupang. Thank you for supporting Kupang.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So next we will set the lucky well to decide which one is the government team and which one is the opposition team. So please, Mr. Ares, time is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the time, Mrs. Moderator, or previous moderator this afternoon. Okay, let me tell. Okay, we have two subjects here. The final is Jakarta and Kupang. We check it, who is become the pros. Okay, with the congrats to Jakarta.
Mr. Ares.
Oh, apologies. I have a problem with my Zoom. It's quite itself. Okay, let's retry. Jakarta. Two subjects for the finalists, Jakarta and Kupang, right? Okay, let's check if we become the pros at this final. Okay, congrats Kupang as the pros for the final session. And let's back to our moderator, Umi. Time is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Ares, for setting up the team. So we got Kupang as the government team and Jakarta as the opposition team. Please set up your background. And just as a note, if you are invisible due to the background, turn off your background while you are speaking. But if you are still visible while using the background, please stay, use the background as long as the competition.
Okay, let me set up my background first, ma'am. Okay, thank you. Aku lupa.
Sorry for Kupang, the first Kupang which the video is stopping now. Please, could you just turn on your video so we are sure you are there and you're not going anywhere?
Can we just turn off the background, because I think it's not possible for both of us to be in the same screen without any blur in the background, right? That, I mean, this is not really visible for both of us. All right, is it okay that I change my background?
Sure. Whenever you are talking, you are allowed to turn off the background. When you are speaking, you're allowed to turn off the background. But when you are still waiting or not erase any POI, please turn on your background so the viewers will understand which one of you is pros and cons.
All right then.
Okay. Thank you. So we are set now. For Jakarta and Kupang, are you ready to start the debate?
Yes.
Yes, from Kupang, Jakarta. Are you ready?
PO kayak gini. Apologize, man. Aku aja PO kayak gini, man. I think Jakarta is agree with Kupang that should be not using the background because we've been trying to give you a paper and it is not visible as a POI. And if possible, would you please just rename the name of the Zoom to be a pro or to be a contra? Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Actually, you can rename your own self by using the option. Please just set it like the pros. Kupangsu is already changed to pros. Jakarta can do that thing, so you can try. It's okay then to not use the background, as it will be difficult for you to raise any POI during using the background. Okay, we are set now. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Welcome to the final round of virtual Iatca English Debate Competition 2022. This debate has strict rules of conduct and quite sophisticated arguing techniques, and you will often where you will have to argue the opposite of what you believe in. Debaters need to convince other people that his or her opinion is better, to listen to what other people think of an issue, to find which solution is the best for a problem. So, on this final round, we have brands of Kupang versus brands of Jakarta with motion. This house believes that enough Indonesia's involvement in Iatca holding company as a momentum in enhancing the business and optimizing the use of resources. This competition adapts the Asian parliamentary style. There are two opposing teams. Government side, which propose and defends the motion, and the opposition side, which rebutes and negates the motion. In this debate, each speaker will have 7 minutes to make their constructive speeches. At the end, one speaker from each side will given 4 minutes to deliver a reply speech. After 1 minute, the timekeeper will show an image like this. The timekeeper. Thank you. At the time, POI or point of information may be raised by the opposing side up to the 6 minutes. POI may be refused or accepted by the speaker. During reply speeches, no POI may be raised. At 6 minutes of constructive speeches, the timekeeper will show an image like this. Thank you. At this point, no more POI may be over for the rest of the speech. At 7 minutes, the timekeeper will show an image like this, which means the speaker must conclude within a few seconds. At 7 minutes and 20 seconds, your time is up. No more signaling after that. No more time signaling. And then the opposition will make their reply speech first. After 3 minutes, the timekeeper will show an image like this. Which means that the speaker have 1 minute left. And after 4 minutes, the timekeeper will show an image like this. Which means the speaker must conclude their reply speech within a few seconds. At 4 minutes and 20 seconds, your time is up. No more time signaling after that. So, while you are speaking, please always check on the monitor of timekeeper. There will be 5-minute breaks at the end of the speech for the honorable adjudicators to complete their notes. And before the debate begins, I would like to remind you to switch off all mobile phone. No searching by any means is allowed at this point, and anything else which may disturb the debaters. You are not allowed to leave the room for any reason during the debate, including to lavatory. You are not allowed to leave the room until the speech is ended. Obvious members should be aware that they are not participating in the main debate. So please remain muted. Ladies and gentlemen, now to open the case for the government, please welcome Branch of Kupang. Time is yours.
Right. Thank you for the time given to us. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Me as the first speaker for the affirmative side of the House, Hanis, and I have two teammates in this debate. He is Tevi as the second speaker, and the splitted screen, Imade Pramarta as the third speaker. And I will be the reply speaker for this debate. So let's move on to our motions today. Our today's motion is this House believes that Airnav Indonesia's involvement in Iatca Holding Company as a momentum in enhancing the business and optimizing the use of resources. First of all, we would like to make a clear definition about what we're debating today, which is the motion itself. First, Iatca Holding Company, or as we know in Journey or Indonesia Journey, is a state-owned enterprises holding the Indonesian aviation and tourism industry consisting of PT Angkasa Pura I, PT Angkasa Pura II, PT Hotel Indonesia Nature, PT Indonesia Tourism Development, PT Taman Wisata Candi Borobudur, Prambanan and Ratu Boko, and PT Sarinah based on government regulation of the Republic of Indonesia number 104 of 2021 concerning participation of state capital of the Republic of Indonesia into the share capital of the company Persero, PT Aviasi Tourism Indonesia. And they claim that this is the future phase of Indonesian aviation and tourism, supported by talents of Indonesian men and women who are ready to work and synergize to provide the best for the country by continuing to uphold the cultural values and hospitality of Indonesia as a nation's identity in the worldwide. So their vision and mission, they have a vision and mission statement, which is their vision is to be the leading tourism ecosystem in the region, providing a memorable experience through Indonesian hospitality. And then the mission is to boost recovery and accelerate the development of travel in Indonesia through the collaboration of leading industry players and partnership with the private sector in an inclusive environment. So we should have the same definition to understand to have the same basis for where the debate is going. Holding company itself means an organization acting as the parent company with the primary roles of planning, coordinating, consolidating, developing, controlling to optimize the performance of wholly owned companies, subsidiaries, and affiliates. And other additional roles to the holding company are the value creator, intermediary, evaluator, director, developer, business corridor builder, resource allocation, mega marketing, and social harmonization. So the essence of the existing the holding company is 5. First, build, second to stretch, and third to link, fourth to leverage, and the last one is to select the subsidiaries under the holding company itself. So what the holding company must do? There are 5 things that they have to do, they must to do. First, facilitating, empowering, supporting, guiding, and problem solving. Ministry of State-owned Enterprise has appointed PwC or PricewaterhouseCoopers Consulting, a consulting company, to do an initial study about the holding company. They stated that the creation of this holding company is indeed a business expansion, improving operational service, catalyst growth and economic equity, as well as improvement of national and international connectivity. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay, we've been waiting for about 3 minutes. The honorable affirmative team almost get no relation within this aviation holding company, and then the enhancing business and optimizing the resources. Because of this is our motion. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for the POI from the opponent side. This is first of all, I would like to make a clear definition first, so we both have the same understanding. Then we will move on, jump into our arguments. First, why we support the idea of RNF Indonesia involving the holding company. First of all, it is building we would like to build an ecosystem resulting in efficiency. The existence of the holding company is to build an ecosystem that synergizes with the projection of Indonesia's tourism. As the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy Kemenparekraf targets 1.8 up to 3.6 million foreign tourists with foreign exchange from tourism in 2022. Standby. And then, the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy targets 1.8 up to 3.6 million foreign tourists with foreign exchange from tourism in 2022 in the range of 6.7 up to 24.4 trillion rupiah, their target. And the aspect that cannot be separated from tourism is the sector's connectivity, which is aviation. Airnav's role under the holding company is not to generate income. Instead, it ensures the strategic planning that can run hand in hand with the projection of Indonesia's tourism. Being under the holding company and interconnected with each subsidiary, we can perform more efficiently and faster, and also reduce the complexity of its bureaucracy. Okay, go ahead for POI. No? Oh, all right. Okay, let's continue to my...
Sorry,
is it allowed? Is it still allowed to receive an POI?
POI, please. It's already last minute. Please continue, Kupang.
Okay, let's move on to my closing speech for this round. So we would like to defend the idea of Airnav Indonesia involvement in Iatca Holding Company because it is surely will enhance the business and optimizing the use of resources. For the next reason why we support this idea will be represented from my second speaker and third speaker, but we propose to the idea of this debate to make Airnav Indonesia involvement in Iatca Holding Company. Thank you.
Okay. The first government speaker spent time 6 minutes and 54 seconds. I thank the first government speaker for the speech. And just for your information, Kupang is consists of 2 screens now because 2 of them is in Kupang right now, and the other one is in Atambua. So there are 2 screens of Kupang. And for the next, I ask for the Mr. RS, are you ready for setting up the time?
Okay, I'm ready.
Thank you. Now to open the case for the opposition, please welcome Brands of Jakarta. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable CEO of Airnav Indonesia, Ms. Polana, the Vice President of Professional Iatca, Mr. Zainal Arifin, the moderator, the adjudicator, and the timekeeper, my beloved team, and the honorable position team. Well, first of all, before I'm going to enter you to the our point of argument, let me give some rebuttal to the honorable affirmative. First one, they are talking a lot about definition itself regarding the holding companies. Meanwhile, we have a very clear motion for today. The motion is enough Indonesia involvement in aviation holding company as a momentum in enhancing the business and optimizing the use of resources. In our point of view, the honorable affirmative team is failed to make a relationship between the definition itself and to the motion, because they are almost taking time to talking about the definition regarding how the aviation holding company itself. Well, because of that, we are trying to challenge to give a new emphasis regarding our point of view. Our emphasis is based on the motion. Regarding this motion, enough Indonesia involvement in aviation holding company as a momentum in enhancing the business and the optimizing the use of resources, involvement of Airnav Indonesia into Aviata holding company is as a momentum to enhance business and optimizing the resources. Well, our team line as the negative team for today is there is no need for enough Indonesia involvement as a momentum. I repeat, there is no need for enough Indonesia involvement as a momentum in enhanced business and optimizing the resources. Ladies and gentlemen, no need waiting a momentum for enough Indonesia to enhance the business and to optimize the resources. Ladies and gentlemen, and then I'm going to deliver you our team slip for today. Me, Agit Prasetyo, will be the first speaker. Will deliver you how to optimize the resources by using the RKIP. And I repeat, there is no need to wait for the momentum to enhance the business and also to enhance, and also to optimize the resources. The second speaker will be Miss Bella. Is going to explain you further regarding enhancement the business of Indonesia without involved in holding company. And then the third speaker, Mr. Bagus, will deliver you a strengthened argument and coupling things with all. So all of you are here will agree with us with our team line that there is no need for enough Indonesia to wait for a momentum in enhancing business and optimizing resources. Well, actually, this motion already deliver us the limitation itself. The limitation is enhancing the business and optimizing the use of the resources. Well, regarding to my argument, Airnav Indonesia is continue optimizing the resources with good corporate governance principle while allocating the RKIP into vital business aspects such as production facility. Well, the things that I want to bold to strictly deliver to you is we are enough Indonesia. It's not necessary to wait for the involvement of our company into the holding company to a momentum. It is not necessary to wait a momentum because of what? Because of now, this day, this minute, this hour, we have to enhance our company. We have to enhance our business and we have to optimize the use of the resources as a strategy, right? No, thank you. And then let me continue. Regarding the data on 31 December 2020, we have 2,536 units in a production facility. For communication, we have 774 VHF, we have 143 of HF, and so on and so forth. And for navigation, we have 43 ILS, we have 75 NDB, and for surveillance, we have 2 PSR, we have 27 MSSR, we have 37 ADSB. Once again, this program, this implementation, this kind of optimizing the use of our resources is not waiting a momentum to involve in aviation Aviata holding companies, ladies and gentlemen. And based on those arguments that I've been told to you that we have to optimize the use of resources for what? For make it become a sustainability, the growth of this company, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, go ahead for the QI.
Sorry.
Okay, thank you for the opposition team of the House. Well, why we define a clearly definition for the of the motion is to make a relation between the Airnav Indonesia involvement in Aviata itself. So you are always put the pressure on the momentum itself. But how do you are lack of definition, you are lack of defining what the momentum that you are referring to in this debate, because this is our chance to run to go. Sorry, this is our chance to lead where our debate is going to. This is our job, it's not yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. But unfortunately, I repeat, you have failed to deliver it on the first chance. That's why we take the disadvantages to take emphasize to make this debate clearly, right? So once again, our team line is no need waiting for a momentum for Airnav Indonesia to enhance business and optimizing resources. Once again, we have to do it right now, and then on the future with the correct plan, and then we will conclude in a conclusion that based on those arguments that we have been delivered, we conclude our team that there is no need for enough Indonesia involvement in Aviata Holding Company to wait the momentum. No, it's not necessary to wait the momentum. Please, let's do it now. Let's do it with a good plan. And because of what? Because to enhance the business and to optimize the resources is important to maintain the sustainability of this company. Thank you.
Okay. The first opposition speaker spent time 6 minutes and 50 seconds. I thank the first opposition speaker for the speech. And your attention, please, before continue to the second speaker of Kupang. Please let Mrs. Polana to convey a brief message to us before catching up with her other agendas today. To Mrs. Polana. To Mrs. Polana, am I audible, Bu?
Oh yes, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, maaf.
You know that you have a bunch of activity to catch up today, so we are willing to hear any kind of brief message from you before catching up with other agendas today. So, Bu Polana, time is yours.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get it because I just leave this screen. So I think I'm sorry if I didn't catch the issue, because I'm so sorry. I have another agenda today, and most of all, I greatly appreciate of your issue regarding the holding. Yeah, I think am I right? Regarding the holding? Yes. Okay. Regarding the holding, yes. Maybe I give you the overview that since we still what should I say, Perum, then it is important. It will not be included in holding company, and since our companies is given by the government to operate or to serve the air navigation in Indonesia and still in Perum status, then our company, the Airnav Indonesia, is just in the cluster, but not yet included in the holding company. So I have a discussion with the president director of Iatca. It is very difficult to include Airnav in Indonesia to be as a part of holding company, and unless our company change to PT. That's the comment of Pak Doni Oskaria. Maybe that's my overview, Mbak Umi.
Thank you so much, Bu. Thank you for your presence and support to Iatca and especially to this debate competition. We hope you the best for the rest agenda today. And
Yeah,
thank
I'm
you.
sorry. Can I leave this event? Thank you. Have a good fight, and everybody is a winner. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now to continue the case for the government, please welcome the second speaker of Branch Kupang. Time is yours.
Okay, I'm here as a second speaker of Kupang. For the first time, I will thank to Miss Paulana. It is an honor for us. And thank you, Miss Moderator, and also for the first speaker of opposition. At the first time, I wanna make a clarify about what my first speakers talking about. We are not talking about the momentum. We are not waiting a momentum, but we are talking about whether or not we support the idea that we are involved in these Aviata holding companies. I hope that it is make a clear clarify for the opponent side. And I will continue with the argument by the first speaker. The second one is ability to seek financing. With increased income, because everything is consolidated, it can be easier to get competitive financing. That we know already explained by my first speaker that Indonesia have a big market in tourist and journey. This is the good chance to Airnav to expand and widen their business. This holding company open opportunity to the companies in making a good and health ecosystem in business. So that with the involving of Airnav in the Airnav can optimize their sources and hopefully someday become a bigger company by expand and widen their business. Assets that we had at the beginning of the Airnav establishment were from the acquisition of the asset from Angkasa Pura and the Ministry of Transportation. Go ahead for POI.
Okay, thank you for the chance begins. From the words you said that clarifying your first speaker's words about this momentum involvement of the momentum of involvement of Airnav Indonesia, but you are losing the aspect what have been involved, what to do when it's involved. It is mentioned on the motion that enhancing the business and optimizing the use of resource. What kind of aspect do you want to tell us? This the answers of business. What kind of business they being enhanced, and what kind of resource that being optimized? Thank you.
Okay. I will keep the answer.
Okay, I will keep the answer and I will continue with my argument first. After the acquisition that I told before, we grow our support from the income that acquired by providing air navigation service, just like now. Joint holding company is generate financing from other sources under the same holding company. And the third one is bigger pool, bigger fish to catch. It is an opportunity for us. The establishment of this holding will also provide extraordinary opportunities for all employees in these three SOEs. SOEs or state-owned enterprise or BUMN in bahasa. Because by combining them in one ecosystem, employees can bring their best potential in much bigger place. Go ahead for POI. Go ahead for POI.
Okay, the honorable second speaker talking about big chance without a clear parameter. At the first point that they cannot declare clearly how come a big chance can give enhancing business and can give optimizing of resources if there is no clear parameter. Thank you.
subsidiaries under one holding company.
Okay, what I talk about is if we are in holding companies, we can support it by other companies in our sector. Am I clear? And the third one is the positive impact on the economic side of Indonesia. The presence of the parent company will absolutely provide various benefits. With a holding company, the economy of a country will feel a positive impact. This is because the parent company can build and coordinate the performance of the subsidiaries. In addition, the holding company will enable the company strengthen and strategic position to the market by expanding by means of horizontal and vertical integration, as well the business diversification. With the good financial, we can bring up our company to the bigger one. Like I said before, with other companies in Iatca, we can build up an ecosystem. This ecosystem can build up a new way for enough to increase the services, so that we with good ecosystem we can attract more customers, so that we can generate financing together with all companies in our holdings. Go ahead for PY.
You said that we can grow better. What is the parameter at all?
We can generate.
We can be better because we can collaborate with the companies in the same sector. I mean, go ahead.
If you cannot give us a parameter, how can you guarantee it? Thank you.
Later.
Okay, thank you. I will explain later. And the last point is the positive impact on the economy side of Indonesia. I'm sorry, the bigger power, as well as all knowledge that we are knowing, having understanding that from. Okay, I think that's enough for the argument, and we stay with the argument that Airnav Indonesia involving in holding companies is a momentum to enhance the business and optimize the use of resourcing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. The second speaker of government team spent time 6 minutes and 58 seconds. I thank the second government for the speech. And the second speaker of opposition team will bring another constructive speech. Please welcome Brands of Jakarta. Time is yours.
Am I audible right now?
Yes, Jakarta, you are audible. Please continue.
Okay, let me start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable the CEO of Airnav Indonesia, Ibu Polana, the Honorable our beloved educator, the Honorable moderator, and all participants. And regarding we gonna go to the motion of Airnav Indonesia involvement in Iatca holding company as a momentum in enhancing the business and optimizing the use of resource. But before we go about my argument, of course, I would like to say we absolutely disagree with the motion. And before we talk about my argument, let me rebut what the second speaker of the affirmative team. The first thing that they only say involve, but enhance the business. They make a mistake. Why? Because they don't make the collocation with Airnav Indonesia. And the second is they don't describe what kind of change. They only say change. There is no parameter of change with no clear explanation. And then when they say it's the point of strengthen, there is no clear mechanism, no explanation and detail, only said strengthen. And they failed to give the clear parameter that we can do grow better. There is no explanation again. And now, before we go to my argument, I'd like to bring us based on law and regulation for the airnav itself. Government Regulation Number 77 of 2012, Ownership Government of the Republic Indonesia, Perusahaan Umum, Lembaga Pelayanan Navigasi Penerbangan Indonesia, as we call as Perum LPPNPI or Airnav Indonesia, we established on 13 September 2012, pursuant to the mandate of the Law Number 1 of 2009 regarding aviation and regarding the Government Regulation Number 77 of 2012 about Perum LPPNPI. The establishment of Airnav Indonesia was supported by ICAO, which advised Indonesia to establish an institution specialized in air navigation service. We call it a single ATS provider, means air traffic service provider. We don't have any competitor at all. We are the only one in our country, Indonesia. Airline, I give you the example. No, thank you. Airline have a lot of competitors, such as Garuda, Lion, Batik. They have to compete, but Indonesia is the only one from Sabang until Merauke, Aceh, Papua. So what we are worried about? So because we only want the air traffic service provider in Indonesia, they only pay only to us, no other. Okay, and then only one air traffic service provider in our country. Airnav Indonesia is a company whose capital is entirely owned. So this is based on the law again, by the state in the form of separate state asset and in the undivided in shares, pursuant to the law number 19 of 2003 regarding state-owned enterprises. So if we are involving in Aviata holding company, we have to share our stock and dividend to Aviata. It means a chance to sell our dividend or handover. Let me give you an example. We have now that Kuala Namu facility of airport Angkasa Pura II joining holding company, right? And overtaken by what? By Indian investor. So can you imagine if Airnav Indonesia join holding company? Can we imagine? Aviata has a chance hand over Airnav Indonesia to foreign investor. So what will become? Now, thank you. Next. Airnav Indonesia no need to involve in Aviata holding company just because a momentum in enhancing business. Why? Without Aviata holding company, we can enhance our business. We can anytime without any momentum, since this as the motion of this house. And we absolutely disagree with this because we can improve, enhance our business by increasing our level of quality anytime. The most important in aviation is safety. Okay, what we can have to think is how to run enhanced business without involving holding company, which is in line with our purpose is in safety. So what we have to have is we have to have our own way. How? By increasing the level of quality of service in line with the in line with the safety. For example, STAR and SID, PBN route. By implementing PBN proof, it means proof and enhance our business. Data analysis of PBN route Airnav 2 within Jakarta FIR. Let me give you the data and example from www.flightorder24.com. If set as the accurate tool is used are 217 per week, 31 per day. The analysis showed that using Airnav 2 will save 9.3 fuel every day and equal with 33 trillion million per year. Only one route, 31. And how about in normal condition, Jakarta has more than 1,000 traffic. And we can calculate how about not only from Jakarta, but from Banda Aceh until Papua. Can we imagine how efficient it is if we have the PBN route and increasing the quality? Okay, after we done excellent and better service, we can ask the airline to increase price and increase the bill, increasing our quality service. If we join Aviata Holding, we don't get what we pay. We already work hard. For example, overflying. We handle overflying from Singapore until Melbourne. They don't touch the tourism in Indonesia. Only use FIR. Singapore land in Melbourne. Still money. And Aviata Holding, we work hard. We give the money to Aviata. Okay. We can see of this. We can see that they don't land in Indonesia. We have already worked, and so when we get the money, we give to Iatca company, Aviata Holding Company. Sorry, we don't get what we pay. It is not fair. So we absolutely disagree with motion Airnav Indonesia's involvement in Aviata Holding Company as a momentum in enhancing business and optimizing the use of resources because it is not fair. Thank you.
The second speaker of the opposition team spent time 7 minutes and 9 seconds. I thank the second speaker of the opposition team for the speech. And now the third speaker of government team will bring another constructive speech. Please welcome Brands of Kupang. Time is yours.
Thank you, Mrs. Moderator. Am I audible, everybody?
Yes, please, just speak louder.
Okay, now am I audible loud and clear?
You are audible with that rate of speech.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Moderator, for this beautiful opportunity for me. I am, as the third speaker from Kupang, Madi Pramata, will continue explain what my team really talking about. First of all, I will say thanks to the Jakarta speaker number 2 for those all data that you read about, but you didn't given a chance to our team to give you a POI. So this is not, so it means that you only talking of this motion by one side. Okay, that is not good, better for our competition. Okay, come on. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
If you say so, if we are talking about one side, we are talking here enhancing the business and optimizing use of resources. So it's not about one side, but the limitation of the motion is that about enhancing the business and optimizing the use of resources. Thank you.
Limited time.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for don't give a chance to our PLI. Well, I will continue explain to what I need to tell you about the capacity. First of all, you guys talking about the momentum. I mean, if we're talking about momentum, in my perspective, you guys only see this case by only one side because you only see this is not the best momentum for Airnav Indonesia to join in the subholding, blah 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 blah. I mean, let me tell you why this is the best momentum for us. I don't even give an explanation. Can you please just wait for the PI? I will give you a chance for a PI later. Let me tell you first, okay? First of all, why this is the best momentum? As we know, Indonesia is the developing country with the biggest economy, number 5 in the world, okay? So if we see this case by the other side with the big mindset, this is a big ecosystem for us, for Indonesia, especially for the tourism in journey industry, aviation tourism industry, to have a chance to get the market value. Why I said the market value? As we know, our ministry and our president talking and explain to us if this is okay. Can you please just okay? Okay. Why this is a big chance for us and this is the best momentum? Because Indonesia majority is a millennials. Okay, so this is, as the government said, our president and ministry said, this is the best chance for us to create the biggest ecosystem. Even this is the biggest ecosystem aviation tourism in Asia. Which is, will be given an impact to our economy, not only for our national country economy, but even given an effect also to our local people, okay? Because as we know, we are as a developing country, we have a good economy growing. Okay, now please stand by. Let me finish my argument. Okay, and then for the second one is Jakarta's team is only said just said about the regulation. I mean, you only said the regulation by the government side. Let's see from the regulation, the business regulation. I mean, if you understand what our team said, the purpose of holding company is the formation of holding company certainly has its own goals. The parent company has the rules of planning, coordinating, consolidating, developing, even the controlling the companies that are members of group of company. It is intended that the company's performance can be optimal. Okay, and then the next one, if we see from the other factor also, what is the benefit for our company? The benefit of holding company is to, for instance, the company will certainly provide various benefits. With a holding company, the economy of a country will feel a positive impact, not only for our country, but for our people also, which is majority, not Christian, by which is all our majority people is unemployment. So this is can be a chance for our government to create a big ecosystem to give a chance for our unemployment to get a job. Okay, so in addition, the holding company will enable the company strengthen its strategic position in the market expanding by means of horizontal and vertical integration as well as business diversification. Okay, now I will move to our company, our beloved company, Airnav Indonesia. As I know, our company will give a big roles for this problem. Why? Because our company will support our nationality program strategy, like our president talking about in all the speech. We are as a single provider. I mean, Jakarta just said as a regulation government, okay, that's all just for the regulation of government. Let's see what is the benefit from the business side. I mean, we can serve all of these to give an impact to our super holding company. I mean, don't see this just only for one company. I mean, just from Indonesia, Airnav Indonesia single provider, which is give the only one to give a single air traffic services to the airlines. I mean, we are not talking about the airlines Garuda, Lion, no. We are talking about what is our company position in this role important sub holding. Okay, and then the next one is we can, by this best opportunity, we can create a big chance for our biggest ecosystem economy. So it's gonna be impact, and if this is happen, and I hope it's gonna be happen soon or later, so it can be impact to our country to give a contribution by the economy, even for our country, income our country, and then for the local people. I mean, that's all I can say. Thank you.
The third speaker of government team spent time 7 minutes and 23 seconds. I thank the third speaker of government team for the speech. And the third speaker of opposition team will bring another constructive speech. Please welcome Brands Jakarta. Time is yours.
Am I audible? I'll start in 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Madam and Mr. Speakers of the government team side of the House. Okay, our motion today, Airnav Indonesia's involvement in Iatca Holding Company as momentum in enhancing and the business and optimizing the use of resource. Ladies and gentlemen, on this motion, we're not only talking the benefit of Iatca Holding Company itself, but the mostly it proposed the enhancing business, what kind of business being enhanced, and the optimize of resource, what kind of resource to optimize by this Airnav Indonesia involvement. So as that point, we can also assume, not assume, it's just it's our conclusion that Airnav Indonesia no need of momentum involvement in Aviator holding company to enhance the business and optimizing the use of resources, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, before I'm going to the summarize of this debate, I am as the third speaker of the opposite team side of the house, to Bagus Hardika. I have some rebuttals towards the speech of the first, second, and the third speaker of the government team side of the house. Ladies and gentlemen, the first one is they continuously define the motion without emphasize what the definition itself. You know what? We are talking about Airnav Indonesia involvement, not only the Aviata holding company. If you say so, we have these keywords as the limitation of this motion is enhancing the business and optimizing the use of resource. That's the main red line we talk about on this debate, ladies and gentlemen. And the second one is a chance. This is become a chance for Indonesia to enhance the business and optimizing the use of resource by holding company. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see from the government team side of the house, unable to explain to us, to give a detail what kind of aspects of business, what kind of aspect of resources that being optimized and enhanced on this, as this motion mentioned, ladies and gentlemen. And the third, Indonesia in developing country, and it will become an ecosystem to Airnav Indonesia to develop its company. Okay, on standby. These sentences bring us to an anciency, because you know what? Do you have a research? That's what is the Airnav Indonesia production? What kind of service in the Indonesia given? And what is Aviata doing? What is the production of Aviata itself with its subsidiaries companies, as you divine in the divination of this motion, holding company Angkasa Pura and so far? It's not. There is no connection between them. You know, the tourism and Indonesia, Airnav Indonesia. Airnav Indonesia is about an air navigation service provider. This is all about the single air navigation service providers. No, thank you. And then for that, that's all from the debates. And we're going to the clash points of this debate, ladies and gentlemen. The first one is, what is Airnav Indonesia contribution to Aviata holding company? Okay, on this point, based on the first speaker side, government inside of the house said so, this Aviata holding company become an ecosystem and also will bring this this kind of Airnav Indonesia to involve like governance, governance, the efficiency and faster development of their enhancement on the business itself, and also the optimizing the resource. But they're not. The first speaker of the government side of the house are not explain the aspect. As my first speaker, the team of opposite of the house told that this is about the when he's talking about the optimizing the use of resources, it's about how the production, the result of the production of this resource being used by Airnav Indonesia, Airnav Indonesia to Airnav Indonesia has been explained that it's about to improve what they need, like been stated in the RKAP of Airnav Indonesia 2020, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Madam and Mr. Speakers, I'm here. We'll continue again with the next class point. Whether or not Airnav Indonesia needed to be involved to enhance business and optimizing its use of resource. There's no need. Airnav Indonesia may enhance the business itself, may optimizing use of resource by itself without involving in any kind of holding company, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because you know the Airnav Indonesia kind of service that being sold to the customers. What kind of Aviata subsidiaries company give to the customers? What kind of aspect they did for the business? That's what we talking about. That this Airnav Indonesia, there is no connection to involve in holding company of Aviata, ladies and gentlemen. And the third, what kind of aspect of enhancing business and optimizing use of the resource? As stated by my first speaker and second speaker on the starting business, it's like you can to improve the technology, the use of air navigation, aircraft route or the airspace route. You can develop it by yourself by using the resource if you give the production by yourself by the Airnav Indonesia without involving other company that not connect. There is no connection at all. Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
Right, finally, you taking our POI time. Maybe you lack of understanding of what resources in a company consists. There are equipment, finances, location, human asset in terms of the number of employees. And you said that you don't need to optimize these resources. Can you confirm this? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I get your point. You misunderstand what I'm saying. We don't need to achieve that by holding company. We can achieve that as Airnav Indonesia itself. It's done by belonging by the only air navigation service provider. There's not connection. There is no relation to the production of this Aviata holding company, subsidized companies, as you said in the definition, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, at this point, I believe that there is no need of involvement in Aviata holding company as a momentum. There is no need a momentum in involvement, ladies and gentlemen. For now, that's all what I have to talk you about. This motion is not going to make Airnav Indonesia better in holding company, but it's make Indonesia maybe worse, and it's not the best idea Airnav Indonesia involved in Aviata, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Okay. The third speaker of opposition team spent time 7 minutes and 4 seconds. I thank the third speaker of opposition team for the speech. And now, the speaker of opposition team will bring us a reply speech. Please welcome Brains of Jakarta. Time is yours.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the chance for giving us to me to give a reply speaker. To give a reply speech at this regarding this motion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to I'm going to give a point of view regarding this debate are going about. The honorable affirmative team always describe about the intention of joining the aviation Aviata holding company, but actually they have failed to meet the collocation or the relationship in this motion that Airnav Indonesia involvement in Aviata holding company as a momentum in enhancing business and optimizing the use of resources. They are failed to make a relationship within the definition they have been described into the motion itself. And then we as the negative team, strictly from the first speech until the last speech, are delivering you that we are no need. It is no need for Airnav Indonesia to wait for such momentum like joining this holding company, but we have to enhance our business and we have to optimize the resources right now. For what? For sustainable of this company. Well, I'm going to deliver you why you have to be agree with us. The lack of the opponent from the first speaker of the honorable affirmative team are failed to define the relationship from the motion into the definition. They are talking a lot about the description of the holding company without a collocation to Airnav Indonesia itself in enhancing the business and in optimizing the resources. And then the honorable affirmative team also give no clear parameter to make us believe that what kind of chance that they said we can getting higher or getting lower by following this. There is no clear parameter. Otherwise, they just give an explanation, ladies and gentlemen. And then I'm going to deliver you why you have to agree with us as the negative team to make you sure that we are not needed to wait for a momentum to enhance the business and to optimize the what is it, the resources as enough in Indonesia sustainability. We give you a clear construction of argument regarding why the end of Indonesia have to enhance the business now. Like my second speaker already told you regarding our business, and then we already give you a constructive argument and supporting by the data regarding how to optimize the use of resources by allocating the RKAP in an exactly manner, such as a production facility. So until this point, we as the negative team of the house are still strictly stated to you to believe in us that there is no need to join or to involve in this holding company to enhance the business and optimizing the use of resources just to wait a momentum. But we have to do it enhancing our business and optimizing our resources right now. Thank you.
Well, the opposition reply speaker spent 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And now to conclude the case for the government and debate as a whole, please welcome the government team. Branch of Kupang, time is yours.
Can I start now?
Yes, please.
Sorry, am I audible? Because the timer is not appear yet.
It will start as soon as you start to speak.
Okay. Thank you for the opposition team and me as the reply speaker of this debate of the affirmative side of the house will give you some review, some summary to into what our debate debate motion today. First of all, the first speaker of opposition team are failing to get our flow of the debate to make the same understanding about the motion which my place to deliver. This is why I try my best to give a clear explanation, a clear definition for us to debate under the same understanding. And second of all, we're not talking about for momentum as my second speaker has said. We're talking about whether or not we support the idea of involvement of Indonesia to Aviata, but they always emphasize on the momentum itself. But we understand that. And then they said about the parameter itself. Like I said earlier, that we have an expectation from the government that we need to build an ecosystem that synergizes with the projection of Indonesian tourism. As we know that post-pandemic, we have a huge, a worse impact on our economical side. So we need the Indonesian tourism to get back on our feet. And the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy also have set the targets of 1.8 up to 3.6 million foreign tourists with the foreign exchange from tourism in 2020. And the aviation side, which is Airnav Indonesia, is the same sector within is the same sector as the subsidiaries under the current established holding company Aviata. We all work and perform in the same sector, which is aviation and tourism. And they fail to recognize and remember, they forget that we as the state-owned enterprise act according to what our government needed. In this case, our government requires us to support the tourism sector. I don't see the justifiable reason to refuse the idea, even though they said that they will always enhance the business and optimizing the use of resources. And then also they said about the they afraid of foreign investment, and I don't see why they have a justifiable reason to why foreign investment is what they are afraid of, because we believe that in joining the holding company, we could expand our business, which is already limited by our current government regulation, that we cannot run our business to generate profit. But then in joining the Aviata holding company, we can expand our business and more optimizing the use of our resources. And then we, as the negative side of the house, support the idea of Airnav Indonesia involvement, because we want to be aligned with the vision and mission of our government to bring back to bring back to bring back the good era of our tourism sector, to contribute to the economic sector of our country right now. Concerning that, we're now facing a post-pandemic situation, which is a huge damage happened to every aspect in our life. And then also, we would like to emphasize the positive impact on the economic side of Indonesia because of this involvement in Iatca holding company. They failed to understand that the parent company will monitor their subsidiaries. So there is no we compete each other. There is no competition under the Iatca holding company itself, because there is this parent company, the Iatca itself will monitor and organize their subsidiaries. So we are proposing the motion that Airnav Indonesia's involvement in Iatca holding company as a momentum in enhancing the business and optimizing the use of resources. Thank you.
The government team spent time 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Thank you to all speakers for this debate. The honorable adjudicators are now going to discuss in a separate room and make their decision. They will then know the result of this debate in 5 minutes. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting. Friends of Jakarta and friends of Kupang, are you ready for the feedback from the adjudicators?
Yes, ready. Thank you.
Friends of Kupang, friends of Kupang, are you ready for the feedback?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Kupang. So now, please welcome the first honorable adjudicator to give the feedback on the debate. For the first chance, I give to Mrs. Ferranti as SIT MSI. Time is yours.
Thank you, Miss Umi. Thank you, Jakarta and Kupang. That was a nice debate. How do you feel? So there are some bright faces. So thank God it is done, and you all did a great job. And if I may start my comment of praising to Kupang, you you did your research, you put good explanation of the motion, and you put reference to government regulations. Also for Jakarta, you give good rebuttal, providing reasons also why Airnav Indonesia doesn't need to be involved in Aviata to enhance the business and use of resources. You also put reference to the regulations of government decree number 77. And then if I may add comments on your preparations, to be more specific, maybe you can also add reasoning on some aspect for our navigation economics from IQ documentations, like our navigation economics 9161. You may also go through the documents to add your arguments. And for the content of your matters and your point of information, for Kupang, you put so many reasoning, the benefit for Indonesia, but you put less argument for the benefit of Airnav Indonesia in joining Aviata. But for Jakarta, you're too much stress on waiting for the momentum. But the point to be discussed more actually is about why Airnav Indonesia doesn't need to join Aviata Holding. But it is. I also noted that you provide data. I think it is an experience from the previous match. Suggestions to add data. You put resources, Airnav Indonesia facilities, and also for PBN implementation. That's nice. And also you mentioned why why Airnav Indonesia will not get benefit from Aviata Holding, like overflying. No tourism come from Indonesia from overflying. Use of language, both of you can deliver your argument well. I can understand very well about what you're saying, but if I may comment, for Jakarta, you provide good gesture, showing us that you are very sure about your arguments. And for Kupang, you put nice pace to the speech, so it is easily understand by us. And you also some of you give good gesture to express your argument. And for the closing, both of you still emphasizing your own argument, but I did hope that Kupang will provide more justifications on the benefit for Airnav Indonesia, as Jakarta already stated several times that what's the benefit of Airnav Indonesia, but I didn't get that. And for Jakarta and Kupang, you're too much relying on the justification on regulations. If you can more provide more arguments to the benefit for everyone in Indonesia, it will be better. Again, for Jakarta, you too much stressing on the momentum, not stress on the why we don't have to join the Iatca. So that was a nice debate. I believe that you all and all the viewers learn so much from what you've researched on this topic. So thank you for doing this debate. Congratulations. I wish the best of you as the winner. But joining these finals for both of you is already made you are all the winners, because only one team can be appointed, but you are all great. Thank you, Miss Umi. Thank you, Jakarta. Thank you, Kupang.
Thank you, Mrs. Ferranti, for the feedback. And the next is the second honorable educators to give the feedback on the debates. Please welcome Mrs. Dwi Lestari, SST MAMS ASF. You, Lestari, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Umi, our moderator today. Thank you, Ms. Maulana, CEO of Airnav Indonesia. And thank you, Mr. Zainal Arifin Harahap, and all the audience here. And especially congratulations for all debaters. Yeah. I inform you that all of you made this match very enjoyable. Yeah. And here, okay. And I believe the educators here have a pretty hard time trying to evaluate and give a value, because both of the team sound their best from each position. Yeah. The first about the opening statement. Yeah. From Kupang. Okay, from Kupang, quick overview from Kupang at opening, sufficient and on purpose, actually, yeah. For judge, which is representing the cons team, it was also incredible to watch how the opposition team argue in such a way that they pretty much knew, yeah, what the audience required, yeah, actually. Like that, and then okay, and then overall, but a speaker of the team can respond and can explain POI, yeah, splendidly. I think like that. And for the content, okay, for Kupang and Judge, the arguments presented by a team must be in line with their team line, yeah. Obviously, it happens also in this match, but this is very important for everyone. Yeah, each of you should have a good presentation of material, and there was a little doubt in answering POI, especially from Kupang team. Yeah, it should be, and also it should be for pros team to inform what are exactly the benefits when join the Iatca holding company. Yeah. And for rebuttals, yeah, the fact that both of the team are capable enough for running and comprehending a POI is also a positive point, even though the reply is not so as strong as the reason for this. Yeah. For the third is use of language. Yeah. Both of the team use of language in proper manner. Yeah. Even your English is also simple for perceive. There are some use of the words incorrect, yeah, and also repeat again like that, yeah. This is understanding, yeah, because all of you have a limitation of time and obligation to deliver important materials and related answers, yeah. The fourth is for delivery, yeah. For delivery, you can give a little differences in intonation for the important point. This also was done by both of the team. But in Kupang team, the way in which the first speaker, the second, and the third speaker deliver the materials may be a small bit different, yeah. However, I'm quite impressed, yeah, by all of you attempts doing effort. That's a very, very good job, yeah. And then for judge, yeah, I think all of you can complete each other and can balance in your own way, yeah. And actually, what Mrs. Polana has mentioned previously in the middle of debate should be a good reason for the constim, yeah, about the Peru LPP and PI. The last statement from me about the closing. These are advice for both of you to prepare the finest possible last speech, yeah, within each grace period in substantive speech. So the words that appear are not like the words we still have questions remaining. And the last one is for the closing statement from both of first speaker are excellent, yeah, are fully respectively each other, and that's also good point. Okay, I think it's enough from me, Ms. Umi. Thank you, Kupang and Judge. Good job.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for our moderator, Romi. This appear lost signal, so lost from our room this afternoon. Okay, thank you very much for the commentary from Mrs. Dulestari for us. Hope it will improve us in English, okay? And let's continue to another commenter from another agitator, our guest star from Iran, Mr. Hamid Abdi. Time is yours.
Hello again, everybody, and good afternoon to you. Wow, that was a great debate. First of all, I should give you a round of applause for your great comments, for the rebuttals and refutations. Thank you very much. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I listened to you guys very carefully, and I've written something like 2 A4 papers. I've taken notes. Thank you very much. It was great. So, first of all, before we get to the pros and the cons, you know that this is not about scoring or winning. You have both done great jobs, and you're all winners, as Ms. Polana said. You've made it to the final, and you've put yourself through these debates. And thank you very much. I really enjoyed, and I learned from your speech, the vocabularies, the grammar. It was great. Thank you very much. It's been really fruitful for me. And as for the topic of the discussion, it can be seen from 2 different perspectives. So we can't say that who the winner is in these discussions, because there are 2 different perspectives, and you know, we can't just judge these conversations from one side. So I've written the pluses and minuses for both teams. I'll start off with Kupang, the government team. Thank you very much. You started your conversation with a good definition of the topic of the motion. You made a good reference to the regulations and the law, and also you made a good reference to the statistics, mentioning 1.8 to 3.6 million foreign exchange. That was great, because you supported your argument with that kind of statistics. And you also brought up good arguments, such as boosting travel to Indonesia and providing a good ecosystem and synergizing tourism. These were the good points and good arguments you brought up in your opening statements. That was very impressive. And also, I should mention that you were very assertive in the opening statement as well. You were very impressive. You spoke with conviction. You had self-confidence. And that was the good point of your speech in the opening ceremony, actually. And then, as for the second part of your speech, the good point of your team was that you kept accepting the POIs from the opposing team. That was good because you were kind of open to criticism, and you accepted the opposing ideas from the opposition team, and actually you didn't keep rejecting them. That was a good point from your team as well. And as for the whip speaker, or the third speaker, you managed to actually wind up your arguments in a very organized way. You didn't add any arguments in the third stage of your debate. You managed to summarize all you had to defend, and these were the good points about your team. However, I would like to just provide some little bits of recommendation. I'm not in a position to argue your points and your perspectives, but I would like to provide you with some kind of recommendations for the Kupang team first. You provided good arguments, but when you provide arguments, what really matters is to support the arguments by providing examples as well. Okay, you could have, you have to provide a link or kind of a relationship between the arguments. So when you say, for example, we can improve tourism, we can improve the economy in Indonesia, when these two companies are combined, and when Air Indonesia actually joins the Aviator as a momentum in the improvement of business, you should explain how. You should explain how this can happen. You should provide very specific examples and how it can happen when this company joins Aviator. So when you're talking about your arguments, try to provide good examples. You provided statistics, that was good, but you need to provide specific links, a kind of a roadmap you could have provided as how to reach this aim. When this company joins Aviator, what happens? You could have provided kind of a roadmap to clarify how this can happen. Actually, in the second part of your speech, you kind of somehow rely too much on your notes, okay? So when you're in a debate, you have to be assertive, you got to speak with conviction, and you shouldn't just, stammer when you're talking. So you have to have a good command of what you're going to say. So try to practice how you can manage your confidence, how you can say what you want to say in a very assertive way. This is very, very important. And, you should also keep eye contact, when you're talking to the audience, because it will have a, kind of a positive effect on the audience as well. Generally speaking, that was good. I really enjoyed everything. And one last point is that your team actually refuted one of the points attacked by the opposing team in the closing statement or in the reply speech. So you could have replied to them. They mentioned that they've got a lot of resources, and this company can help them optimize the use of their resources, for example, their radars, their ADS Bravo equipment, and so on. And you could have just responded to this in earlier stages rather than just keeping it for the last state of your argument. So General, that was good. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed it. I should just clap for you again. And as for the team of Jakarta, you were also amazing. Thank you very much. And I learned a lot from you. The first thing was the body language you used. You were very, very confident, and you had actually you had everything in your command, and you clarified what you were going to say. You also provided a good point that there should be a clear relationship between the definition and the motion. That was very good. Your members also made good eye contact with the audience. That was what I really enjoyed. And you also supported the arguments you provided by saying that, for example, if we want to optimize our own resources, we can do it inside our own company. We have human resources, and we can do that all by ourselves. And that was a good point provided by your team. And also, you made good reference to the law as well, to the regulations. And you also provided a very important factor that we don't need to be actually incorporated by a parent company, because we don't need a competitor, or there's only one service provider. And also this will result in a cut down in the revenue of our company when we are actually owned by a bigger company. That was a good argument. And you also mentioned that FIO usage will not necessarily improve tourism because there will be a lot of overflights as well. That was good. And as for the closing statement, Jakarta, very good closing statements, good summarization, good refutation and rebuttals. But there are some recommendations for you as well. You also made good comments about what the debate is about. I mean, the closing stage of your debate was good because you provided a general idea of what the whole debate was about. And that was what I really enjoyed. So some recommendations for you as well is that you don't really have to stress too much on specific vocabularies because it's going to sound kind of natural. So when you want to disagree with something, you can actually have a good body language. But, excessive use of body language can seem kind of, fake and unnatural. So remember that you should just use body language in a very natural way. And one thing that you should also take into consideration is to accept the opposing ideas from the other team. So when they just hold up the POI, you shouldn't just keep rejecting them. That's one of the negative points you should take into consideration and should pay more attention to this. So excessive and continuous rejection of POIs is not really something that the audience are looking forward to. So you could have actually accepted more POIs. And I think that's all I have to say about you. And very good discussion, very good debate. I thoroughly enjoyed everything and I learned a lot from you guys. And I hope we will have more discussions and debate like this in the future. Thank you for me being a little bit chatty because when I start speaking, somebody has got to stop me. Thank you very much. And that's all I have to say. Thanks ever so much.
Thank you so much for Mr. Hamid Abdi Mukaddam for the insightful feedback. Thank you. And thank you for all debaters from branch of Kupang and branch of Jakarta. We have a winning team now. But prior to the announcement, let's check the supporter. Supporter of Jakarta, are you here with us?
From the beginning, ma'am. I'm from the beginning with you.
Okay. Yes?
Ada suara, Bapak.
Branch of Kupang, are you here with us? Supporter of Kupang?
Oh, we still errors with our camera, man.
Okay.
We're still here. We're still here.
Thank you, supporter of Kupang. Great. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is the announcement. The winner of this final scores 92 in average, and the losing team scores 88.7 in average. Okay, it's quite tight for both of you, and it was a long journey for both teams, and I believe that every single effort will pay off in every kind of means because you have done your best, and this competition already give us lessons in so many ways. So let me announce the winner. Wow. The winner of Iatca English Debate Competition 2022 goes to Jakarta. Congratulations to branch of Jakarta. You did great. And one more announcement for the best speaker. The best speaker for the whole journey of Iatca English Debate Competition 2022 goes to Hanis Maulia from branch of Kupang.
Hanis was the best.
Congratulations, Hanis, for your endless effort and persistency.
Thank you.
Before closing the competition, let's have a short comment from the winning team. For Jakarta, time is yours. Jakarta, brands of Jakarta, you now may convey any short comments as the winner.
Well, thank you very much for all the participants here, the adjudicator, the timekeeper, and also the opposition team and my beloved team. We knew that this battle is exhausting for us. We spent almost 1 week to spend almost what we call like working hours from 8 a.m. up to 20 p.m. sometimes, but that's all. We learned something that it's like beginning recalling memories to us that some kinds of skills like this has to build it has to build, design, and train to make it keep sharp. So we also would like to say thank you for all the participants here, especially for our Kasi Mas Yuda. Thank you very much. We love you all. And then for the honorable adjudicator, of course, the moderator, thank you very much, ma'am. The timekeeper, Mr. Aris. And then for the opposition team, you did a great job. You are over expected than we expect, because of you are amazed us, three of you, and we love you guys. We are still in this Iatca, and then we are still one big power in here. And then also for Mr. Mr. Jainal Arvin Harhab, thank you very much, sir, and for this chance. And at the end of this event, we hope that we can regenerate our generation to be follow this event, however it is, because such talent like this is being made on this event. Well, we apologize if we have any mistaken. We've been made from the beginning of the battle until the end of the battle. As a human, we also do that. Please give us apologize. And last thing says, I would like to say thank you very much for all of you guys. You are do a great job, and we are not the winner. We are all are the winner. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Jakarta, which presented by Mr. Agit for the comment. And a closing statement will be presented by the Vice President Professional of Iatca, Mr. Zainal Arifin Harahap. Time is yours.
Okay, so congratulations to Jakarta. Let's give applause to both teams. Yeah, apart from the debate, from the competition, the topic itself regarding whether ENAF Indonesia are going to join the Iatca or not, it's a quite hot discussion, and still being discussed between all agencies, between Kementerian BUMN, Kementerian Perhubungan, and also to ENAF itself. So let's see what will happen in the future. We are looking forward to see and to wait. Are they going to be a holding company and ENAF inside the Iatca stakeholder, Iatca a shareholder or not? So it's a quite interesting one. So we have seen great work from Kupang and Jakarta during this competition. Every competition, since we all know that we will always have a winner. And finally, Jakarta is crowned as a champion of this competition. Congratulations. To the finalists, you have shown us your best performance since the beginning to this very end so far. Once again, congratulations to Jakarta, to Adri Gustibela, Agit Prasetyo, to Bagus Hardika, and from Kupang also to Hanis Maulia, Made Pramarta, Amandus Octavianus Ndiu. Please bear in mind that you have shown your best ability and dedication to compete in this debate. We really encourage that this competition would become the annual agenda for Iatca anniversary each year. So we will find new talents as agent of English skill improvement in Iatca. So this is a great media to improve the roadmap to improve English skill in Iatca. And also, I would like to extend thank you to all the judges, Mr. Hamid Reza Abdi Mogadam, to Ms. Ferranti and Tari. As for my closing statement, thank you to all parties who have been supporting and organized this event from the first day to this point. The competition would happen without your contribution. Thank you to all, and we will see you in the annual conference and anniversary meeting on 27 to 29 of July 2022. And this competition will have a trophy that will be trophy for each year and trophy for continuous trophy as long as the competition still run. So once again, good luck to you. Congratulations to Jakarta and congratulations to Kupang as well. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the speech, Mr. Zainal Arifin Harahap. And ladies and gentlemen, as we have announced the winning team and the best speaker, on behalf of the committee, Iatca English Debate Competition 2022 is considered finished. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good afternoon.
Bye. Selamat Jakarta.
Congratulations, Jakarta.
Congratulations, Jakarta, and thanks a lot for Kupang and all the committee. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Congrats, Jakarta.
Bravo, Iatca.
That's
Miss Moderator, should we take a picture first?
Oh, sure. For all of the participants, please turn on your camera. And all the supporter, please turn on your camera. Let's take a picture before closing the Zoom meeting. So for Mr. Gilang, are you ready to take a picture? Mr. Gilang.
I'm sorry. I don't know what.
Okay. Mr. Gilang, you are still invisible. Can you also appear on your screen?
Omi, I'm so sorry. My camera is already on, but I don't know what happened here. My face is not visible. Please go. Please go on.
Okay, okay. I'll go in 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Another shot, please. In 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Okay, that's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for your participation and effort for this debate competition. Thank you.
Thank you, Mi. Thank you to all the
Thanks, Hamid. Thank you so much, Hamid. Thanks for being able to help us as educator today. See you next debate.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to the next debate. Thanks ever so much. I really enjoyed the whole party. That was great. Thank you.
Yes. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.
For you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hamid.
Thank you, everyone. I really enjoyed the whole party. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Live-nya matiin dulu nih, live-nya matiin dulu live-nya.